I was gonna say happy Wednesday, but it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. So, happy Thursday. Amber, this channel currently does live. Can you put on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. This channel currently does live streams only because I don't have the bandwidth to actually record, edit, upload my own videos. It's just not possible with a full-time job that's already making videos and my depression and just the general state of things. So currently it is pretty much 99.9999% live. Cryptocurrency ad. I'm gonna get my laptop. Be right back.
Hello, everyone. It's the Aaron Hour. I know how much you enjoy the Aaron Hour. Right now, you get to see me washing Fred's dinner plate. Dude, it's the Aaron Hour. Get out.
Okay. I hope you had a good day too, Amy. So I don't know if you remember the last time we tried to make blood orange cake and it came out to be a very ugly cake, but nonetheless we ate it and Aaron enjoyed it. However, I still have 7 blood oranges left. One of them I realized is starting to mold right on top, so I'm going to trim that off. I'm going to trim off any questionable parts. We'll give these another rinse because they've been in the fridge for a while. I did wash them before. And then we'll make stuff with it. I'm thinking we'll make cake, we'll make another candied orange peel, maybe this time we'll put some zest in the cake, and then with our trimmings I might make a jam of some sort because I have already eaten so much shit today that I don't even want another bite of food. There's Fred. Hi Fred, say hi. Say hi Fred. Oh my god, what a rude cat. Jesus Christ. Woof. So, yes, I will read the extract bottle this time. I'm soaking a peanut butter container. I'm going to dump this out because we're going to need this pot. Didn't learn from my mistake last time where, you know, we just winged it and the cake came out kind of horrendous but still edible. As long as I can keep making mistakes that are still edible, I will never learn from, you know, not winging it every time. And also, I just found a bunch of shit in my fridge that I need to start using up because I just have way too many random jars of crap that I don't want to throw out. So we're just gonna make a crab cake. We're gonna make a moldy orange crab cake, guys. Buckle in for the ride. Fred, you ready? Are you ready for a crab cake? Okay, that's a yes face. That's a yes face. And our teddy jar is amazingly clean after I rubbed the label all across the residue. Thank you, Teddy, for making jars with labels that come off easily. I truly do appreciate this in companies. You make reusing and repurposing that much easier. Makes me eternally grateful. Bye, Fred. He doesn't say hi, he does the Irish goodbye, you know. Whatever, we'll get used to it. We'll get used to this shit. Okay, so let me just trim off some of the more problematic spots. I cut some scallions on this knife. I just want to make sure that there's like no scallions left, you know? Cammy, you always catch me when I'm scrubbing jars because I'm always scrubbing jars, period. So anytime you catch me is a time that I'll be scrubbing jars. Not a surprise. Oh my god, everything's falling over. Okay. You gotta smell your board too. This is something that I learned working pastry in restaurants is you always have to smell the freaking board because you never know when the savory side just used your pastry board without asking you and then put it through the dish and didn't smell it afterwards and then put it back on your pastry station and then you go ahead and you chop some oranges or apples or melons and you make your freaking dessert and it comes out tasting with a vague suggestion of garlic. For the peels, this pot we're going to use for the jams. I will be putting my supremes in a bowl of some sort, I guess. Perfect. This one. Let's hope I don't break anything prematurely. All right. This looks a little problematic. All right, that one's clear. We're just gonna inspect all of our oranges, make sure there's no visibly disturbing spots, and if there are, they're going straight into the compost, because these were already like 5 for $1 oranges, so we're not gonna take any chances with these. They're fine for the most part, guys. Don't worry about me. I probably have enough fruit mold in my system to like get cancer in the next 13 years. Check back with me then. If we're all still alive, which is, you know, looking less and less likely by the day. If you came for sunny content and you're new here, you've come to the wrong spot. I recommend you go back to your landing page on YouTube and select another channel. All right, we're gonna rinse these. How are we doing, folks? I rinse my hair every day. I don't shampoo it every day. I'm allergic to penicillin, so even if it is penicillin, I'm allergic to it and I will die. Mushroom lasagna sounds good. Yeah, salmon and pork scrap bags are usually found for me in Asian grocery stores. I don't see them in, like, white people American stores. I think Americans just have a aversion to bones, skin, anything that reminds them that the meat they're consuming came from a living being that had to be slaughtered and disassembled. Fun fact, burgers come from moo-moos. And by that I mean cows, not the dress. Vicky, I really just, I like to make life harder for myself. I really don't want to buy a product specifically made to solve one specific problem, which is making shitty labels that make your life harder. Makes me angry that I have to buy a product to solve a problem that should not be a problem in the first place. And while we're on that topic, why are my taxes so damn high this year, and why is it all going towards wars? Fuck that shit. Alright, cool. We're gonna start peeling some orange peels. The planes are back. They are fierce. They are loud. They will never let me rest, and we will have to learn to be okay with it. It is not something I can change. I'm just gonna fill this pot with water, and this pot is where I'm gonna be putting all of my peels into. And once we have the pot full of peels, we're just gonna bring this water up to a boil twice. We're gonna dump it out each time so that the rind can get a chance to get less bitter, and then we'll add in some sugar on the third boil to make our peels. Now, before I start peeling these oranges, I think what I'll do is zest a couple of them to go into our cake. I also put garlic on this today, so we gotta wash it. I really don't want garlic in my cakes today. Yeah, it would be cool if we got to direct our taxes towards the causes that we wanted it to go to, and it would be really cool if we could actually elect some people who represent our interests instead of people who don't. It would be nice. I'm really angry today. It's cool, it's chill. Ooh, Laura, you make my chickpea tacos all the time? I don't even know if they were that good, but I'm glad you think they're that good. That makes me very happy. I mean, not all white people anything, you know, Allison? But I'm just saying a lot of Americans that I know can't handle a lot of body parts from the animals of whom they are consuming the meat. I don't know if that made any grammatical sense at all. There were too many possessives in there, but you know what I mean. Once again, I will reiterate that if I were to ever become a tyrant, anyone who wants to eat an animal will have to kill that animal themselves, and if you can't kill it, you don't get to eat it. Alright, let's see. I will zest you. You smell really good. I always scratch the surface of some oranges first to see how flavorful that zest is before choosing it. You will find that just like people, some of them are better than others. So choose the ones that are the most fragrant. What you can do is if you can't smell it right away, you can just use your nail to like scratch it and bruise it a little bit, and that'll release some of the essential oils, and that way you can give it a sniff and see which one you like the most. Especially when it comes to blood oranges, I find that the flavor and the fragrance varies widely between different fruits. So, like this one doesn't smell as good. This one smells kind of soapy compared to the last one. Wow, that one was a winner, the first one. What? Wow, these are disappointments. Alright. You the one. I will settle for you. Sometimes you just gotta settle. On a scale of 1 to 5, how aggressive am I tonight? 5 being the most aggressive and makes you want to turn off the channel. Be honest. I'm gonna watch the chat. If you're not honest, I'm gonna kick you off. I have telepathy. I will know who's lying. Don't bullshit me. It smells good. A 10. Oh, wow. Alright guys, I'm gonna set this aside. There. And now let us begin the supreme process. Maybe I will bring you closer to me. I am so aggressive that Fred has left me for the night, so I understand. I just, it's been that kind of a day. You know? You know, guys? Sometimes it just be that way. Now it's really bright. I want to make this bright. How do I make this the right amount of bright? I will settle. That's fine. Chop off both ends until you can see the segments on the inside, and then we will follow the curve and get rid of all the white pith. I like to hold my knife this way with one index finger on this side of the blade to kind of control the curve that I'm bending the knife in, and the thumb is stuck on this side to give it support and pressure. You want some opposing pressure for that ultimate control. This is the only thing that I have some control over today in my life, so for that I am thankful. I had a chef who once told me I should only do one thing at a time, so I'm gonna peel all of these oranges. before I start segmenting them, so that the voice that's still in my head can stop nagging me about how much of a waste of time I am. Ashley, glad to hear you are doing okay, my friend. Yikes, that does not sound fun. I am sorry. Yeah, my taxes are insane, Rebecca. This year is the first year I will not be getting any refund from the federal level, which is quite shocking considering how much was already taken out of my paycheck. I, in fact, still owe taxes somehow, and it does not make sense. I do not support a lot of the things that have happened in this country in the past year. I really hate that I have to pay taxes to a place that makes me feel quite uncomfortable. But this is the game we play. I'm so happy that some folks got money back. Very, very delighted to know that not everyone is getting fucked over. Debbie, thank you so much. I can only do me, unfortunately, so I appreciate the support. I wonder if I could do anyone else, who would I do? I would do Jesus, probably. He was fucking badass. He was like the son of God, got ridiculed, nobody fucking believed him. He flipped over some tables in the church because bastards were selling shit in God's temple. And, he fucking knew what was coming for him in the end, and he stuck it through. My God. What a dude, am I right? You don't see those anymore now. I haven't filed my taxes yet either. I want to figure out what the hell is going on before I submit it, because if I find out that I made a mistake and I end up paying the government more money than I have to, I'm going to be very angry at myself, and I really don't need that additional anger. This is actually very meditative for me, and I'm glad I'm going to get rid of all these straggling bits in my fridge. It will be quite therapeutic for me to know that I cleared some space, clear the clutter, clear the physical clutter to clear the mental clutter. No, they're not due today. I believe taxes are due in May now, guys. No freaking out. We're cool, we're cool. We still got time to give money to go to war in unknown places, killing unknown people, supporting unknown powers. For anyone who thinks I am a person who shares way too much and therefore am potentially insane, I am merely making up for the fact that I feel like there is absolutely no transparency in our society, and I would like to not fucking participate in that. Makes me really angry, makes me really sad, and it makes me feel really lost, and I would like to not perpetuate that, if possible. And if you think that makes me crazy, so be it. I cannot control what you think of me. Hell, sometimes I cannot even control what I think of me. I love blood oranges, guys. They're so different. All of them are so different. Every single one. It's always a surprise when you cut them open. They remind me why I like going to thrift stores a lot. It's like that element of eternal surprise. You just never know what you're going to find inside. And then everything just seems so much more special. Aaron?
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the craziest. How crazy do you view me as?
Well, that's a trap. You're trying to trap me.
You know, don't worry about it. I won't punish you. I'm too tired to.
I'm answering that.
Oh my god. You're such a wimp, dude. Come on. What can I possibly do to you if you answer this question? I already have internet strangers answering this question. Alright guys, since Aaron won't answer because he's too scared, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the craziest, how crazy am I to you? This is your subjective answer, and I will accept any and all numbers that come in. So many 2s. Jesus. Really? We don't have anyone in here who thinks I'm whack? Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Dexter! Thanks for your support. 4.68. Hell yeah. Love those decimals. So precise. We got a robot in the house tonight, guys, calculating my craziness levels. It's amazing. The technology these days, mind-blowing. Alright, one thing at a time. We have all of these peels now. Beautiful. I'm going to slice them into my desired candying strips. We're going to just start boiling them. I don't know how long this live is going to be tonight, but probably really long because we're processing 7 oranges. And if you only want to see the cakes being made, maybe tune back in like, I'm going to guess 25 minutes. Yo, crazy should run in everyone's family considering how bad things are. How bad things have been. Alright, holler if you saw the show Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Wait, is that the name of the show, Aaron? What's the name of the show? Oh, Can't Get You Out of My Head. My bad, guys. Raise your hand if you saw Can't Get You Out of My Head. Esther, this is a carbon steel Santoku knife made in Japan somewhere that I got from Brooklyn Kitchen maybe 7 or 8 years ago for about 110 bucks-ish. Feel better, Alimas. Yeah, one thing that, since somebody mentioned cocktail, the only reason really why I'm making more orange peels instead of composting these is not because I want to give myself one more source of potential sugar to binge on, but because the syrup last time came out really delicious and Aaron enjoyed it in his cocktail, so I think it would be a great thing to have some orange flavored syrup. Would you say yes, Aaron?
What?
Orange flavored syrup. Would you like?
Love it.
He loves it. He says he loves it. Holly, I feel like it's on YouTube, no? I thought I linked it in my description box. I feel like the whole series at one point was on YouTube for free. Let me know if that's no longer the case. Maybe they copyrighted it. Esther, I do sharpen this knife, not as often as I used to, because I've gotten lazy and depressed. But I did actually just sharpen this knife on a previous live not too long ago. I have a whetstone that I've inherited from Aaron. And I only pretty much use the 1000 grit side to sharpen my knives. I don't really use the finishing side, which I believe is 6000 grit. I have not seen Grave of the Fireflies. Is that a Japanese animated movie? I've heard great things about it. Yo, if anybody has a link pulled up to the free upload of Can't Get You Out of My Head, if we could just post that in chat for Holly, that would be awesome. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, it's not a happy movie. I know. Basic Brittany, we are making moldy orange everything. We're making moldy orange candied rinds, we're making moldy orange jam, we're making moldy orange cake, maybe, if I don't fail at it this time like I did last time. We'll see, no promises. Neighbor's alarm actually didn't go off today, guys, which makes me wonder, do they actually watch this stream? And if so, who are you? Make yourself known to us. Oh, Sarah, I really could not get into Howl's Moving Castle. A lot of my friends told me I would love it, and I was like, what the hell is this shit, when I first started watching it. But, you know, I think it was my mistake because my friend showed me the dubbed version, and dubbed Japanese animation is just so strange and unsettling, and I hate it. Well, Victor, I hope we're not making mold cake. We're just making slightly moldy orange cake. I really do hope there's no substantial amount of mold in here, just maybe a little mold. Well, if my neighbor watches, I don't hate you, okay? I appreciate you turning off your alarm. I hope it never fucking goes off again. That shit is horrendous. If you want, for your birthday, Christmas, or just for a gift out of nowhere, I will buy you a brand new alarm clock that does not sound like that, and the only condition being, please turn it on like 50% volume instead of 250,000 times. That would be great. That would make everyone's life so much easier, and it would really calm the shit out of the dogs down my hall. Totoro is pretty cute. It wasn't like as amazing as I thought it would be, but I think everybody had been building it up to be such a classic, and I had heard so much about it that my expectations were raised way too high. And so, to each their own. My favorite Miyazaki will forever and always be Spirited Away. I might consider living in the countryside one day. I'm a person who fears change, but once I get used to it, you know, I'll take to it. Adaptation, such as human nature. I'm very stubborn in that I don't want to change, least of all myself, which raises a lot of issues for me. There goes all of our peels. We're going to turn the heat on. We're going to try to immerse all of them in here, and we're just going to wait for that to come up to a boil. In the meantime, I will supreme all of these, and I will separate it into jam potential and no jam potential, which means perfect segments for our cake, imperfect fruit for our jam. Ooh, I found more rind. Ooh, let's get these in. My bad. I boil these twice, and I boil them until they come up to a boil. I let them cool off with the heat off for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then I drain them, and then I boil them again, and then I taste the rind, because you want to get rid of the bitter flavors in the rind before you do anything else. Once you get rid of the bitter flavors a little bit more, it'll just make your candied peels that much more enticing to actually eat. For the segments, I'm just slicing my knife through between each membrane, cutting as close to the membrane as possible to yield the most fruit as possible. And this is what is known as supreming citrus, so I've been told. I don't know who came up with this name. Probably the French. I don't know why it is so named. I don't know why we do anything, but this is the name that the people have chosen for it. And so you're left with kind of like a core of the segments. And I'm just gonna chop the core up a little bit so that our jam can break down more readily into smaller pieces. And it'll go into our jam pot. Sorry if I stop reading your comments now. I'm concentrating on not slicing through my hand. If you have a burning question to ask, please just keep typing it until I answer it. I do not purposely ignore you or skip any questions because no question is too uncomfortable for me. I just truly cannot see it. So the persistent bird will get their answer or non-answer because sometimes there is just no answer for a lot of questions. This orange actually doesn't look that great to me. It's kind of like desiccated and dry. It feels a little chunky. Jesus Christ. I've let these go way too long. Way too long. The segments are kind of just breaking apart. Ay, ay, ay. This is a dangerous move. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to chop it up into bits for our jam. No dangerous moves tonight, guys. I don't have the bandwidth for it. Cannot deal with myself today. Do we have any highs and lows that the audience is willing to share with us today so that we can delight in your joys and commiserate in your misery? This earring might have been from China. I'm not sure anymore, but thank you for appreciating it. Does baking soda actually help with the bitterness? I've never done that before. That's interesting. 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 Because I would think that baking soda would make it more bitter, no? Ooh, somebody bought a wok. You gonna use it? I hope you will. I know that if I bought a wok, I would probably never ever use it. And then I would be like, June, why did you do this to yourself? And then I'd be like, June, I don't know. You do shit all the time that you don't like. Huh. Do we trust the canning book? Guys, tomorrow is Friday already. How did that happen? It doesn't even feel like it. It feels like we're still on Tuesday night for some reason for me. It's like the week just never happened, and yet, here we are. Time. The greatest mystery of all. Ooh, what you doing in Minneapolis? Thanks to everyone who's giving newcomers a breakdown of what we're doing. I appreciate my official Sparks noters. Your work is valuable. Also, a weekly thank you to all the mods who are doing the work of keeping weirdos, offensive weirdos out. We like the fun weirdos. We don't like the offensive weirdos. So thank you, mods. Wow, almost sliced my hand there. It would have been really blood oranges. Raise your hand if you've already cried once today. And then raise your hand if you want to cry again. And raise your hand if you're not exactly sure why you want to do so. Yes, I have had pomelo. And let us know in the comments if you have good tips on what to do if you want to cry but can't really bring yourself to unleash the floodgates. Any creative answers would be appreciated. Out of the box ones, like we already know, listen to sad music and read sad books and watch sad movies, but like what else, man? What else really did it for you? Tell us all of your secrets. Bobby, I made you cry? God damn. Oh yeah, I can't drive, guys, so that sucks. Can't do that. Alright, that's it for processing. I'm gonna clean my board now so that we can have some more space to work with. There are so many cuts on my hand from both burning myself and my skin condition flare-ups and just random nicks that it really hurts right now. All the citric acid is really hurting right now. Oh yeah, onions. Woo! I've never bought durian. I've bought durian ice cream. Yo, watching the news does not work for me. Watching the news just makes me fucking want to smash some glass. Just watch it all break apart in slow-mo. Alright. Guys, this is up to a boil. As you can see, steam is billowing. That means it's boiling. And I will turn off the heat. I will just let it simmer in there and get nice and soaky. And then we're going to dump this out. And we'll do it again. Dyshydrotic eczema. Yeah, I was once diagnosed with lichen planus. It's an autoimmune condition. It gives you like this mass of rash on your hands and literally everywhere on your body, but it's, thank God, for the most part contained on my hands. So I'll get like really red, bumpy spots that are really ugly and disgusting looking. They're painful and they itch so bad in the night, and they look like they have little white tips when they get really bad, which is right about now. They're really bad. It is overall very unpleasant, and it keeps me from going to sleep. To our jam, we will just add some sugar. I probably should have measured this. Okay, it's about 1.5 cups of oranges. Whoops. Which is about 300 grams. So we're gonna do Apparently the proper ratio for jam is like 30% of the weight of fruit in sugar, but I would like a less sweet jam, so I'm just gonna do maybe 25%. So what's 25% of 300? 75? Is that right? Somebody, I think it is 75. There it is, sugar, fruit. We'll just let that go. That smells like garlic. Let's go with you. Okay. Bye, Eliza. Eliza, don't worry about the view. Just go. Have a break. Thank you so much for the thought. We're not in it for the views. We're just in it for the company. All right, I'm gonna dump this. Liquid is starting to look a little bit milky, nice and steamy. We'll start it over again. Spa day. Delightfully pink color on the juice. Bye, Alimas. Turn on the heat again for our rinds. Our jammy jam is starting to bubble. There you are. We'll give it a little stir. We'll make sure nothing is burning. The tricky thing about jam is it will start to burn on the bottom if you don't stir it. So do give it a stir every now and then. Okay, let's talk cake, folks. For our cake, let's make some weird shit happen, shall we? Let me show you what we found in the fridge. We have this apple syrup that I reduced from a whole jug of apple cider that Julia sent me via Amazon Prime that was meant to be Martinelli's, but Whole Foods decided we don't have Martinelli's, so we'll send you a whole gallon of apple cider instead. I didn't need that much apple cider for anything, and I also had no space in my fridge for it, so I reduced it down to apple syrup. We also have some leftover French toast soak. You know, when you soak French toast and you're like, oh, I have a little liquid left over, let me just throw it away. You know me, can't throw it away. We opened this evaporated milk for testing the butter mochi about a month ago. Yikes. We have some bean juice that we can use as an egg replacer potentially. This is just from white beans. It's not from chickpeas, so I don't actually know if it's going to work quite as well. We have like maybe a tablespoon of heavy cream in here. I don't even know if we need it. What else? Oh yeah, I found this fine semolina in the freezer, and I found this potato starch that I've been trying to get rid of. Some blue poppy seeds that smell a little bit stale. and a butter wrapper that we can butter our container with, whatever we decide to bake in. And that's it. So I'm thinking we'll add some golden flax seeds to the bean juice and just let it kind of soak in there first. Maybe we'll just kind of haphazardly make a aquafaba flax egg. Oh, smells beany, guys, smells beany. This bean juice also has salt in it, so I'm not going to be adding any salt to the cake itself. We have 92 grams of bean juice. It's not that salty, so it's fine. Correction, we have 94 grams of bean juice. For anyone who's keeping track, I will go in with a tablespoon of flaxseed. That's about 12 grams of flaxseed. I'm going to stir my jam. Heard on the probiotics. I really don't want to spend money on probiotic capsules. Maybe I'll start to eat more yogurt. I don't know. Do I have any zero waste tips? Literally all of my videos are zero waste tips. I don't know. That's a very broad subject. Delish will be rolling out a zero waste package on Earth Day, which I think is 4/20. Blaze it. So if you want to head to delish.com on April 20th, you'll find a lot of zero waste tips. All right, let's see. What should we do? So I'm gonna start with half a cup of sugar. I'm gonna put it in a little bowl, and I'm going to be putting our zest in there, and I'm gonna rub the sugar so that we get all of the nice essential oils out. Half a cup of sugar is around 105 grams. Alright, never mind. I'm just gonna go with 90 grams of sugar. You know when you start baking and you start dumping the sugar and butter in and you just start feeling guilty as you end your measurement and you're like, let me just stop there. That's exactly what just happened to me. So 90 grams of white sugar. And we're going to plop in the zest of 2 blood oranges right in there. I'm not sure what happened, but there's like resin where I rested my microplane with the zest on there. I don't know what happened. It's not washing off, whatever. Oh my god. My life is falling apart. This magnet fell. Isn't it cute? It's a little cute congee bowl that my former coworker Brandon brought back from China. It's really dusty. orange rinds are up to a boil. We're gonna turn that off. We're gonna let those simmer. Jam is going. We're just gonna keep making sure nothing is burning on the bottom of that. And then this is going to get massaged into the sugar by my fingers. My very gross lichen planus fingers. Thank God the resolution on my phone is so low so that I do not have to subject you to the horrors of my eczema-like condition. Hi, Jenny. Are you listening to the sound of that bubbling jam? What a delight. What a friggin' delight. It massages my ears. I wish you could smell this. It smells kind of like sweet dish detergent. Pleasant. Shadows, Fred is hiding. He doesn't like me today, I guess. I told him to shoo off my yoga mat and he was a little offended, but he nonetheless slinked back to claim that yoga mat later, so I guess he wasn't too offended. Cats be cats. It has been a while since we've seen Kathy. Huh. I hope she's okay. That sugar is quite pretty. I wish you could see it in full resolution. Alas. I am too lazy to set up a better camera for y'all for these lives. This is the extent to which my mental health allows me to perform these lives. So we shall make do. Yeah, I know. Lentils. What are those? Lectins, right? Lentils have a lot of lectins, and lectins cause inflammation. The bubbles are starting to get nice and thick. Nice, nice, nice. That means caramelization is happening. Okay. All right. Nice little steam there. Flax is not really absorbing the liquid too well. That's okay. We'll give it some more time. And here's our sugar. And here's our segments, and I guess we should start preheating the oven soon. Let me literally clear off all the shelves in the oven. My God. Oh my Jesus Christ. This is an oven thermometer. If you like baking, you should get one, because sometimes ovens lie to you and they're not actually the temperature they say they are. So having one or even two of those cheap oven thermometers can help you really up your baking accuracy. Don't let the ovens lie to you if you don't want to stand for it. Okay, if we make enough batter, maybe we can make minis and we can make a cake. Look guys, I finally bought beautiful bananas and not discounted ones because I needed them for a delish recipe. Treat yourself. Oy, oy, oy. Come, take a look at the jam. Wow, Google, go away. Thank you. Glossy, thick, bloody. Just the way we like it. Yeah, apologies to my neighbor. Alright, let's dump out this. That is very hot, guys. Has anyone ever dumped out water out of a pasta pot like this and then just at the very last minute lose control of the lid and have all the pasta spill out into the sink and you just never felt so much self-despair in that moment? Been there. Done that. That was an airplane. Rinds are really nice and transparent. I'm going to take a taste when it's a little bit cooler. In the meantime, let's see what we got here. In order of preference, I'm going to get rid of this French toast batter, which has nice cinnamon sediment on there. So I'm just going to shake it. Loosen up all that sediment. Then I'm going to scrape it. 85 grams of French toast soak with all of my finger juices in it because I was dipping those tortillas in them over and over and over again, so who knows how much food poisoning is in this jar right now. Yum! It's okay, we're baking it at a high temperature. It should be fine, folks. Should be fine. Correction, 90 grams of French toast soak. Thank you, last teaspoon. Hi, James. So we got bean juice, we got flax seeds, we got some leftover French toast soak. We're just gonna whisk that. I'm not going to use any butter today because I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like opening anything else up for this trash cake. It'll be fine. We got our rubbed citrus sugar. We're going to go in with that. That was approximately 90, hold on, let me get the last bit out. 93 grams. We're going to whisk that in. Yum. Alright, we're going to stir our jam. It's looking nice. Still not quite jammy looking yet, so we're just going to let it go. What's next? I'm going to add in some poppy seeds. About a tablespoon's worth. And then we'll start adding in some of our semolinas. 123 grams of semolina, fine semolina. 123 grams. I feel like there isn't enough fat in here right now, actually. So I think I really ought to add this evaporated milk. It's starting to go a little bit, not gonna lie. It doesn't smell rank yet, but it's getting there. So that's 100 grams of evaporated milk. You know when milk doesn't start smelling like creamy milky anymore and it starts smelling a little bit cartony? Smells like the carton more than the milk? Yeah, it's time to get rid of that shit soon. Growing up, my parents used to buy the kind of gallon containers of milk, except they were kind of both Asian and lactose intolerant, and so the milk would never really get finished on time. And what my mom would do is like just boil the milk when it's probably about 7 days into the buying period, like just around the 2-day mark after the sell-by date. She would boil the milk, and that smell of boiling milk is still one of my favorite smells in the whole wide world. Are my parents hippies? Hell fucking no. They are the farthest things from hippies. But I guess you can call my dad a revolutionary. He kind of got in trouble with the Chinese government writing some shit. Ooh, guys, the jam. It is evaporating majorly. So I'm going to reduce the heat actually because of my thin pot. It is starting to burn on the sides because of my thin pot. So we're just going to keep a very close eye on it to make sure no bitter flavors develop. I'm going to turn the heat up a little. We want to maintain a bubbling, but we don't want to maintain too vicious of a bubbling that the sides will start burning without me knowing about it. And because I reduced the sugar, this will probably be a very iffy jam. So it goes. All right, time to taste one of these babies. Translucent, a little bit wibbly wobbly, flaccid. Rind isn't rough anymore, it's very bendy. Yeah, very little bitterness. So we're ready to, wow, this jam is getting mighty close. We're gonna fill this with water one more time, except I'm gonna measure it this time. Ooh, there's seeds in my jam. Get out of there. You tasting good though. It's starting to smell like burnt sugar a little bit, so it's definitely close. It kind of, when jam is ready, I know you're supposed to do the frozen plate trick where you put a plate in the freezer and then you dollop a little bit of your jam on there and then you wait for it to like set and you draw your finger and it should part like the Red Sea, yada yada yada. I don't have space in my freezer for that shit, so we're just gonna go by eye. It looks pretty good right now. And we're gonna go by nose. When the fruit starts to smell like candy, you've probably gone a little too far. I'm not too concerned though, because that candying smell is probably coming from the burnt sides of my very cheap thin pot and not the jam itself. But it is getting very, very close. You can see on my spoon, it is very glossy, and if I draw my finger through it, it holds. So I'm gonna turn that off. That's probably done. We're gonna let it cool and it'll probably be jam. Very pithy jam. All right. I'm adding just enough water to basically cover all the rinds. and that's about 835. So technically I should be adding the same amount of sugar. That's just a shit ton of sugar though, guys. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Maybe we'll do a cup, so like 210, 219. 219 grams of sugar. It's probably gonna be really not sweet rind, but that's fine. What do you expect me to do? Follow the rules? LOL. My hair is starting to hurt, so I'm gonna take it out. Alright guys, we have to go back to our cake now that our jam is done and our candying citrus is on the stove. We must no longer ignore the cake. I think I should turn on the oven now. 350. Yes. Yes, indeed. Another backwards top. It is the only way I wear my clothes. Can you see the texture of this jam as it cools? It is very pulpy jam, but as you can see, it's very glossy. How nice. All right. I'm going to taste this batter for sweetness. Fine, I'll live with that. It's not too sweet, and it'll probably be even less sweet once it's baked, but we are gonna be putting blood oranges down on the bottom of the cake, so I'm not too concerned. And also, Erin and I don't really like to eat like, dessert. We feel slightly better if it's just like a mildly sweet treat. So, that's fine by me. Obviously, this is not enough dry. This is great if we want to make a pancake right now. This is not going to make a cake. I'm going to put in, let's see, how much potato starch? This cake is going to be super weird with potato starch in it. I guess it's marmalade. I guess you could call it marmalade. 50 grams of potato starch just went in. Oh yeah, nice and thick. I'm gonna go in with a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, just a guess, I don't know why. And I'm gonna go in with like a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. Alright, it's starting to look a little more like a batter, but after our mishap last time, I want to err on the side of dry, because we just literally made such a weird cake last time. So let me see what I got. I'm going to put this whipping cream away. I don't think we need it. Or actually, should we put the whipping cream in? Vote yes, vote no. Tell me. I'm not gonna listen to you guys actually. I'm gonna keep the whipping cream just in case we wanna whip up like a tablespoon of whipped cream to eat with the cake. Sorry, I lied to you. This is not a democracy. But you know, unlike some people, I let you know that it's not a democracy. Alright, we have some very coarse cornmeal. I'm just gonna throw some of that shit in. Aaron likes a little bit of coarseness in his cakes, so 62 grams coarse cornmeal. I really should have added that potato starch in with another dry because now I see clumps of the potato starch. Oops. And this is starting to look more like what I want my cake batter to look like, I think. And as the batter sits, the cornmeal will probably absorb up even more of that moisture, so. Lee, you basically missed nothing. We haven't even started the cakes yet. I haven't even preheated my oven. And we've been going for an hour and 10. My goodness, yet again, another intense live. So semolina does have gluten, but it's not as fine as whole wheat flour, and I feel like even over mixing it doesn't really toughen up that bad. But what do you guys think? Should we add more dries at this stage? Do we have bakers in the house who have opinions? Tell me, what do you think this will taste like? Is it gonna be really crunchy shit? Is it gonna be really dry? Is it gonna be really runny? Is it gonna be really gross? I don't know, man. I'm gonna preheat the oven while you decide what to tell me. I'm going to butter our tin. I think it's clean. Hard to tell, but I'm too lazy. We're just gonna butter it with this butter paper. Yeah, I know, I agree. Vicky, I'm not throwing in the mashed banana because Aaron doesn't like mashed bananas. He doesn't like banana baked goods. He's okay eating a banana, he just does not like banana flavored things, so we're gonna avoid that. But thank you for the suggestion. I think you're right that it needs more fat, but I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm okay with it being a really weird cake, guys. I'm in it for the weird. You can tune back tomorrow, Donna. I didn't put in salt. Do you think I should put in salt? Dawn, I think the cake will be too moist and dense because whoever said I needed more fat in there is right. I don't have enough fat in there right now because I didn't add any butter. So it might come out stodgy, is my guess. So, you know, whatever. Won't be the first time I made a quote-unquote cake like this, and won't be the last time. Here's how the batter is setting up. All right, fine, I'll go in with a little more potato starch. Grams more potato starch. I did not add the cream in, no. This is all in the name of experimentation. The potato starch probably will make it really gooey and weird. It's usually used in baking, gluten-free baking, but not in such huge amounts like this. I just want to get rid of it, honestly. I don't want it around anymore. I could have used any number of other things that I chose not to use. Ooh, I'm gonna put some teff in. Remember last time when I thought I was putting in teff, but I was actually putting in glutinous millet flour? We're gonna put in some Teff grains. Teff, it says Teff, and we're gonna put in some bad vanilla. All right, 18 grams of Teff. That's what it looks like, tiny little grains. This is gonna be a weird concoction, y'all. Weird as hell. All right, I'm gonna put in some olive oil. Whoever you were right. It just feels not fatty enough to me now. We must add the oils. We're gonna glug in 3 tablespoons, 49 grams. Save me, guys, save me. Vanilla doesn't go bad, no, I just want some fake vanilla extract in here. Potato starch is kind of like cornstarch. It's like the Asian cornstarch. It's a lot of fake vanilla, guys. A lot of fake vanilla just went in. You're here at 6 a.m.? Jesus Christ, go back to sleep. All right, Vicky, let me taste it first, girl. Jesus Christ. I don't really think it needs salt, but you're gonna keep harassing me until you get salt. So I'll give you a little salt. There. 1 gram of salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon. You happy? You happy? Alright, I'm gonna pan you down. That's our greased tin. Our oven is preheating. Our oven is preheated. I'm going to start distributing these in here. Last time we only did 2 per, and I didn't feel like it was enough. So we have more today. I'm just gonna be a little more generous and a little more carefree. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Good, I'm glad you guys are happy. You guys are very easy to appease, man. All right, guys, I want to know, how do we get Bernie elected now? Please, write down all of your ideas. Oh no, I went a little overzealous. Whoops. We need some more redistribution of wealth. Sorry. Sorry to take your wealth away from you. We need to redistribute. Okay. Wait, they're taking stimulus distributions back? Aaron, is that true? Aaron, are you alive? Are they taking stimulus distributions back, some of them? Is that fake news?
I've never heard of it. I don't
Are you guys lying to me? Okay, last time we went a little too full on these, I remember. So maybe this time we won't. Still looking pretty loose, huh, guys? Oh well, too late. At least the batter tastes good. Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
There's one apple in the fridge that looks a little worse for wear. Are you gonna eat that one raw, or do you want me to use it? Wish them luck, guys. We're gonna set a timer for 15 minutes and then we'll check. Aaron's in the other room. As for this, I think what I'm gonna do is there's an apple in our fridge that's looking a little bruised. Aaron probably doesn't want it. I'll probably just make a smaller cake with that. I have to find a container. And I'm gonna put some apples on the bottom and we'll just make like an apple upside down caramel cake. Oh my god, oh my god. There's probably no butter left on this butter wrapper, honestly. I'll probably just olive oil it a little bit since the caramel will need it. Here's the apple in question. It has a little dingy ding. We're gonna trim that off. Normally I like eating peels, but this peel was very, very waxy. I'll eat it anyway, whatever. What's it gonna do? Give me cancer? Candying orange peels. Wow, that compost bin smells rank. Every time I put garlic in there, it's so bad. All right. I put my compost in the freezer if it doesn't, if I run out of stove space, yes. Maybe like a tablespoon around on the bottom of this container so that we have both enough to cover and enough to form a sort of caramel. I'll just let that hang out while I slice my apples. And because we don't have much cake batter left, I do want these apples to get a chance to cook. And I'm a little worried that if I put these apples in now with the batter, that they won't actually get tender. So I think I'm just going to put some sugar and these apples, and I'm just gonna bake the apples first, like par bake the apples first. That way when the cake batter goes in, the apples will have gotten some cooking time. Yes, leftover orange juice in the caramel. Fantastic idea. We're just gonna eyeball the sugar, just enough to coat the bottom in an even layer. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. I'll just layer in our apples. Hi, Mexico. Thanks for tuning in. Not really going for a pretty pattern here tonight, guys. The theme is trash. You can't make trash look too good. That'll confuse the people and then they won't know what to think of life anymore. You don't want to do that. That causes panic. You gotta give people safe labels so that they know who they are, what they want. "5:30 a.m. France. Yikes. Yeah, I've been tired, Dawn. When was I not tired? This life has been exhausting. The question is, are you getting tired? Are you? All right, very beautiful apples. We're gonna let them bake a little. 7 minutes left on the timer. Now I get to stare into your eyeballs. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all this time, I don't have a second thought. Orange peels are going. What was on this? I think we're safe. Smells like soap. Time to put all my crap away. Do you like how I said my objective was to clear shit out of my freezer, and instead of using the rest of the semolina, I decided to use some cornmeal, and therefore I still have 2 freaking jars? Truly do not know why Aaron lives with me. It's tiring. Oh my god, why do you keep falling? Why do you keep falling? Are we talking about mustaches? Whoa, facial waxing. The oven is at 350, Sarah. I feel like it's gonna take them at least 10 minutes to get anywhere. No alarm torture tonight, or this morning rather, thankfully. And actually, a very minimal construction noise today too. That was great. I love talking about facial hair. I thread my mustache. Does anybody else thread their mustache? Yeah, 3 weeks is pretty serious. When I used to like go on camera in the studio at Delish, I used to thread like twice a week, usually the day right before a shoot, just so, you know, in case there's any close-ups, you don't have to see like my 3 really dark wispy hairs. The construction team is working on replacing all the gas lines for National Grid, so they have been digging up the entire ground for 3 weeks now, across 4 very long avenues, of which I am lucky enough to be one of. The liquid in this is starting to look nice and pink. And we have 57 seconds on our timer. Guys, I did not put enough sugar in this candied orange shit. It's gonna take forever to boil off. And it's not gonna be sweet. Such is what I did to myself. I don't know if it's been Mr. Micropeen today, but there has been a car revving up and down that Aaron realized is a car and not a bike. So I think there's another Micropeen. Threading does hurt, and it especially makes me cry when I have to do my eyebrow area. For some reason it triggers tears more than this, but you get used to the pain as with anything else. I could add more sugar, but why would I make easier when I could do hard? Yep, it's time. Okay, let's take a peek at our cake. Oh, not ready, but maybe 5 more minutes. When you're baking cakes and you can tell that the top is still very soft, you don't want to disturb them, because sometimes, you know, if you have a super tender cake that has a lot of aeration and rise in it, the more you agitate the tray, the more likely it is that you cause all of the puffiness to collapse. And then even if you put it back in to bake, the structure has already collapsed, so sometimes you really don't want to touch it. You want to close the oven door very gently on it. And that's what our cake is looking like right now. It's very puffy and very wet, as expected. So, oh, look who it is. Hello, my friend. Jenny, I will not just show you the cake. You're trying to ruin my life. Trying to make me look even worse than I'm trying to make myself look. Fred, will you say hi to the people? Fred. Oh, you're looking so cute, bud. We love it when you look up at the camera. Bye, Fred. Well, that was lovely. We like it when you visit, Fred. Come back soon. Here's the jam. It's fully cooled to room temperature now for the most part. Or marmalade, I guess you would call this. I'm gonna taste a bit. I wanna taste a bigger bit. There it is. Huh. I guess I could have gone a little heavier on the sugar. We knew that. There's a little bit of pith in there, so there's a little bit of bitterness that you've come to expect with marmalade, but there's no like really hard rinds, so it doesn't have that textural intrigue, but a lot of the segments still have those kind of fibrous dividers in there, so there is a little bit of a chew. Interesting. Fred jumps on the counter all the time. Yeah, Aaron will do the pss, 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 and Fred will come. But Fred doesn't like me as much as he likes Aaron. I'm gonna check up on the apples. Ooh, guys, the cakes are actually looking quite nice and puffy. They're not like melting all over the place today. I'm so interested to see what they taste like. Hi, Fred. The people love you. What do you want to say? Hi. Oh, really? What a heartbreaker. Oh my god. Just got hardcore rejected by my cat. Wow, I haven't felt sadder today than just now. It's okay. I'll recover. Victor, we can make Fred an OnlyFans. How much are you willing to pay? Hey, Aaron. Are you willing to check out the litter box? He's digging again. We're not sure if he still has the ringworm yet. We're waiting for the vet to confirm with results. This is going to be a very thin cake with the apple underneath. Okay, okay. All right, 20 minutes of baking. I'm gonna go a teensy bit more. The apples need a little more time too. I'm gonna put 5 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. Will be a little bit dry, but I think considering how much oranges there were in there, it'll be great. I just realized what I did forget to do was put sugar on the bottom with the oranges, so it won't be quite as nice and glossy as they were last time. Oh well. Did he poop? Hi, Fred. Hi. Is everyone okay? Are you guys talking about me? Why are we considering that June recognized all kinds of foods? What kind of foods did I recognize? Did I actually recognize all kinds of foods? Are you sure? These peels will take a long time to candy because there is not enough sugar in here. My goodness. They're gonna taste really bouncy with the potato starch. So hard to resist. I want to go until the little spills that I made on the edges of the cake pan get really nice and dark, because that means that we have achieved caramelization on the thinnest parts of the cake, aka the parts of the cake that are touching the pan. I have no idea who we have lined up for Are You Smarter Than a Pro Chef? I don't know these things, guys. You think I have the blueprint? I wish. Redemption cake visually, yes, but taste-wise, who knows? Looks are deceiving. We know that. There was leavener, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Bye, Lena. Hi, Fred. I'm gonna roast some peanuts. I just splashed some water over them, and now I'm going to put some salt over them, and this is my way of salting roasting nuts. The water will eventually evaporate, and the salt will be left on the peanuts. As you know, I can't bake one thing in the oven, so once the muffin tin comes out, I'm gonna put this in, which is now. Okay, I hear you. "25 minutes. And the apple's kind of soft, but not really. Better not jump on here, Fred. You will hurt yourself. All right, peanuts going in. There's not enough cake to cover, guys. Wow. Whoops, miscalculation. Not even my mini spatula will save me now. The edge will not be covered. That's fine. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock. We'll check back in. Thanks for sticking around, y'all. Wow, still 300 people. All right. Okay, fine. Meditation bowl. Yes, I hear you. Fine. Okay, warning to the folks who do not like the meditation bowl sound. We are getting the meditation bowl. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Deep breath in. Think about how heavy your body feels right now. Think about that vague feeling of disappointment and that really achy feeling of just being so done with every fucking single thing. And think about how long it's been since you took a deep breath for yourself in calmness and not just in a emergency rescue attempt to not freak the fuck out. And we're just gonna wait for the dust to settle within us. We're gonna wait for our heavy haze to clear a little bit off the top of our head. We're gonna try to feel our fingers. And we're gonna listen to Fred's meow. And we're gonna take one deep breath in, and we're going to let the ring through us. Uh-huh, Fred? What's up? Where are ya? You okay? What's going on? Okay. Any chance you want to try a cake?
I'd love to.
Aaron's doing the needful. He's currently cleaning our litter box. Ooh, I hope I greased these well enough, guys. Yikes. Alright, well, we're not eating those crackly bits. But this one seems okay. Sugar and water in the orange peels. That's it. Ah yes, the soothing sound of litter. eat all these pretty little cakes. Duh. Who else? Are you coming over to eat them? Look at the pretty jam pot. Mmm. Yum, yum, jam. Maybe I should dump out some of this water, rinse this pot out, and put some of the water back in so I can get more sugar. Come on over, Faith. I'll give you one.
Hello.
Hello. Here are the cakes.
Cakes. Cakes.
I think we just broke a little, but I hope we're back. Ta-da.
Nice. These are beautiful, June.
I know.
They're orange poppy seed cakes.
Yes.
Nice. Should I eat one?
I don't know.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'll eat one. Yum.
Do you actually think it's yum?
Mm-hmm.
You're just saying that?
Nope. How much sugar is in here?
Well, there's another cake in there, and it's about... How much sugar did I put in here, guys? How much? Not enough? I think I put 100 grams, so half a cup.
It's not very sweet.
Do you want more sweet?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I usually don't like overly sweet pastries, but this is so mildly sweet. It's almost too mild.
Jam.
Jam. What kind of jam?
Blood orange jam.
Is that homemade also?
Yep.
Nice. There we go. That'll do it, right? Mm-hmm. That's great. I think I'd like the cakes like maybe topped with some blood orange jam each. That's what I'd go for.
What if I glaze them with blood orange?
Yes, well that would be best. I was thinking about saying that I would love them glazed, but beggars can't be choosers.
I'll glaze them right now.
Wow, look at this, everybody.
Do you want one glazed?
We're getting a glaze. I'd love one glazed, yeah. You know I'm a huge glaze fan. I'm very pro-glaze. Guys, yeah, I don't know, it's just mildly sweet, nice orange flavor. I'm terrible at describing things. June's a lot better.
Powdered sugar. We're gonna go straight in to this jar of leftover powdered sugar, and we're just going to add some of our syrup. Can you, I'll find it. What's he destroying?
I don't know. Go check it.
Jesus Christ. Woo!
What are you doing?
That was close. Is he refusing to use the litter?
Oh, he used it already. He's just fixing it. Oh, he just peed. Okay, forever done. He likes to dig in it.
I think we need a little more powdered sugar in here. I think zoomies are starting.
Yeah. He's getting a little excited.
we go. Nice little light shade of pink. It is glazed, my good sire. Of course, it will not be set until quite a time after, but you are welcome to taste it and tell me what you think. No worries, no rush. Yeah, I guess it's a muffin cake, guys. Whatever you want to call it. Cake and peanuts are roasting. Yes. I'm going to, oh my God, Fred is going nutso. I'm going to try to pop the rest of these cakes out. I am so hot right now. The kitchen is so friggin' warm. It might be too warm for him to hang out, honestly. It's a little too warm for me. And I have a sweater on, and he always has a sweater on, so like, you know, there's that. I don't think these orange peels are gonna candy. That's okay. I don't feel like wasting more sugar, honestly. This glaze is setting nicely though. Look at that, wow. Our other cake is about to hit the 15-minute mark. You guys are still here, but numbers are dropping. Good. That means there's only 284 crazy people instead of 300 crazy people. Yeah, I don't know, guys. You tune in at ridiculous hours, but here we are. I accept you all as you accept me. Eliza, welcome back. Evaporated off of the peanuts, but they have not begun toasting yet. So back in they go. I'm gonna go another 10. Please don't stay, guys. It's over the 2-hour mark. Jesus Christ. Leave, y'all. Who does a live for over 2 hours? Who? Oh yeah, you're still in the normal time zone, Oregon. The time zone where people shouldn't be quite asleep yet. I wonder what percent of us who tune in to these lives have sleep issues. Because I certainly do. And I feel like there's quite a few insomniacs who frequent this live stream. Is this just like an insomnia support group now? Yep, alright. Insomniacs United. Honestly, don't know what I was going for there, but we're doing it. We got weird jizz muffins. Unintentional, but can't go back now. Hi, Hawaii. No, you want a little bit of sugar, but not too much. Ta-da! I don't think Aaron is coming back for his muffin. You can come whenever, man. It's ready for you. Oh, you want it hardened? All right, well, let me put it in the fridge then.
I'll just eat it now.
There you go.
Cool. Thank you for the glaze.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The people can't see you, my friend.
Hi, people.
I can deliver faith for a good price.
Yeah, I like this a lot more. I thought it was lacking sweetness initially, which made it kind of bland, despite nice,
How's the
gentle
texture?
orange flavors. I like the texture a lot. That's probably my favorite thing about it.
Well, you heard it here,
Yeah.
folks. Don't skimp on your sugar when you're baking sweets.
I know you and I both like a little less sweetness in our pastries, but there's such a thing as not sweet enough, I guess. But yeah, these are great, like single biters, poppers, muffins, whatever you want to call them.
Aren't poppers a very different thing?
I think so. Anyways, yeah. It's good. Very good.
Cool. Thanks for eating.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard because you made the orange cake another time. You made it with the sponge cake style or whatever with the...
That was a failure of a cake.
Yeah, but that was also very interesting. And I think everything about that was more interesting. The texture was more interesting. Well, these are basically just, standard muffins. Like
Basic bitch.
Yeah, but they're good. Sometimes you just want a muffin. Anything else, Drew?
No, it's not
Okay.
your job to be here. You don't have to be here. Are you tired? You can go rest. I'm sorry.
Dawn says poppers are for sex. That doesn't tell me what they are, though. That's what they're for, but what are they? Are they condoms?
My God,
Those are
we're
for
having
sex.
sex ed here? Jesus Christ.
I wish you could taste the muffins too. Guy whose name I'm not gonna try to pronounce. um,
How's your night, Aaron?
I'm good. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you go. You don't have
Can
to
I have
stay.
another?
Absolutely.
Yay.
You didn't have dinner yet, did you?
I had enough to eat today. I just wanted a snack.
Do you like
These
it
are
warm?
snacks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like, but I'd also love to try them cold, which I will. I'll try them after.
Are you gonna try the apple one that I baked?
Where?
It's in the oven right now.
When?
10 minutes.
Okay. You're giving the people a marathon stream tonight, June.
I'm giving myself a marathon stream. If anyone thinks I'm doing this for them, you are sorely wrong. I don't do shit for anybody anymore. I've learned better.
What about Fred?
Fred can go suck it.
He's right behind you. Tell him that. Tell him that to his face.
Fred, my tripod is falling. Hi, Fred. You can go suck it. I think I made him really sad.
Oh.
I love you. Oh my God, he rejected me again! No! My cat hates me, guys. You're very concerned about the neighbors, Eliza. I'm not anymore.
Why is she worried about the neighbors?
I don't know. Hi, Sarah.
Fred the cat.
Second trade done. I'm opening behind you. He doesn't want to work for his food. Whoop. Now he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Do I prefer streaming as opposed to not streaming or as opposed to edited videos?
Didn't you hear? June does what she prefers. So she's doing this because she prefers.
Can you not wash hands right by my text? Please. Guys, get us a bigger kitchen, please. Of course I don't like to manufacture edited videos myself because I don't have the capability to. And also, I know I said I wouldn't eat anything, but it's the pressure, cannot speak. The desire to try this while it's warm overwhelms me. It smells quite faint. It smells more of like a carby thing than a sweet thing, so I think Aaron's right. We went a little too light on the sugar. But it still smells pleasant enough, like it's a baked good and you can smell the caramelization very faintly. Crumb texture is nice. There's actually little bits of texture, air pockets, nice little crumb. It's very moist inside. I think that's from the potato starch. Definitely reading a little more oil and a little insufficient in terms of sugar, but I think my Asian parents would actually really like this in terms of its sweetness. And yeah, the icing really helps. Peanuts getting nice and toasty. I'm gonna leave them in there because I like them dark. Cake. Cake is getting nice. All right, nice edges, nice caramelization. Yes. What I'm gonna do is turn the oven off and I'm gonna set a timer for 10 more minutes and that's it. 10 more minutes of carryover cooking. And y'all should go, because I literally have no new content for you anymore. Unless you want to see me taste the apple cake, which will take like another 20 so that I don't burn my mouth off. But you know, if you want to stay, I guess I can't stop you. Fred? Fred? Can you look at me and tell me that you love me? Please, Fred? Fred? I don't know what he's doing. I've never seen him cat loaf on the kitchen floor before. How do I know Fred loves me? He's never talked to me before. He doesn't use words. I need communication. It's not a relationship without communication, guys. Guys, isn't YouTube Live basically a Zoom class? I don't get it. What about this is not reading Zoom to you? Yo, living is FOMO. You gotta get used to that shit. You want more treats, Fred? Can you come up on here? Can you come on the chair? There. Tell him to go on the chair. He doesn't go on the chair. Alright, I'll leave it on here. You can eat here. Why does he do this? Why doesn't he just jump on the chair? Well, it's exercise for him. Whatever. Works for me, Fred. If that's the way you want to do it. Our pot is starting to run dry, so I think I'll stop it here. There's our orange rinds. Not a lot of syrup, unfortunately. Whoops, sorry, Aaron. Alright, buddy, it's so hard to see you struggle like this, my dude. Here, I'll move your food. We'll move it in here. Alright, now you really gotta work for it. I'm gonna give you some, and then the rest is going in this box. Do you see this box? It's gonna go in here. And then what you have to do is you have to tackle it, and you have to open it. Like this, like that. Can you do that? You can do it, I believe in you. god, it's not there anymore, dude. Sometimes I think I want to believe that he's smarter than he is, but he's not. It's not there anymore, dude. We moved it. It's in the cup now. And if you want treats, even though we fed you 2 meals plus other treats, then you have to open it, Fred. Don't know how many times I have to say this to you. Fred, you can't just put on your cute face and make people tell me to give you treats and expect me to give you treats. I don't work like that, okay? I'm an Asian tiger mom. I need you to achieve. JK, I don't need you to achieve nothing. I just don't want you to get too fat, because then I'll have one more thing writing on my back telling me I'm a failure, that I failed an elderly sick cat. I don't need that in my life right now, honestly. Is that cool with you? Can you play with that toy? Can you knock it open? Wow. Why are you so cute? Holy schmoles. He's so fucking cute, guys. Wow. Do you want pets? I have to finish decorating my muffins so Aaron doesn't think they're under sugary. Do you want to ask Aaron if he wants to pet you, Fred? He loves you. Maybe he loves you more than I do, even. Who knows anymore? Alright, I'll go get your toothbrush and we'll pet you. You okay? You sound a little wheezy. Aaron, do we have to do the flow vent? Wheezy boy. Gotta pump you now. You ready to get pumped? Dun 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 dun. Pump it up. Hi, Fred. Are you sad? Are you a sad boy? Oh my god, you're such a wheezy boy. What a wheezy boy. Peanuts, perfectly roasted. wonderfully golden, peeling from the edges. I did great, guys. I did great. That's the show, folks. That's the show. These peanuts look bomb. They look perfectly toasted, guys. This is my perfect level of peanut roasting color. You obviously can't really see, but I think you get the idea. Nice, dark, golden, but not brown. Skins are salted. We got our cakes, nicely jizzed. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. I'm going to have a bite of scraps with icing on it. Yum. Wow, so many things. I don't have enough counter space for any of this. Shall I serve you a little bit of the apple rendition?
Hello again. So, apple cake, not apple muffin.
Correct, apple.
Okay. Cool. Nice and thin. Hopefully crispy on the bottom.
Well, the bottom has apple caramelized. Oh yeah, it's really caramelized. Shall I serve it to you upside down?
Yes. So the folks can see your beautiful caramelization. Upside down apple cake. Everybody, who knows what you get with a night in June's kitchen? Could be anything.
Do you want a little top of icing?
Mm-hmm. What kind of icing is this?
The same icing you just ate. Golden on the bottom. Pretty nice and matte golden on top.
It's pretty hot.
Mm-hmm. We can let it rest.
I'll eat the crust.
Got a nice piece of apple on there.
Mmm.
The apple is nice and sugary and caramelized.
You know what? I like the apple cake better.
Mm-hmm. It's sweeter.
Yeah. I didn't think I would, but I do. I guess I like apple everything.
Here, have this piece. It's quite good with show the people that caramelization.
Beautiful caramelized apple. Oh yeah. These apple pieces are cooked perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to just eat these apple pieces as a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my God. That's so sticky and gooey. It's the perfect caramelized apple.
Wow.
Brilliant work as usual, June.
Thank you for eating.
Mm-hmm.
roasted peanut.
Can't turn down food that you offer me, June.
Oh man, these peanuts are so glorious. Listen to them.
Listen to peanuts? Oh, they're still crackling. Are they hot?
Yes.
Ooh. I love those. How did you get them, like, where the salt flavor is sort of
They're salted.
melted throughout?
I poured water on them,
Mhm.
then I poured salt, and then I bake it. So the water first steams the peanuts and then bakes the peanuts, and then as the water evaporates, the salt that's already on the peanuts gets stuck on the peanuts.
That's delicious. That's like
This
even
is
better
kind
than
of
if
like-
you just like sprinkled salt on top because it just makes the peanuts taste so seasoned.
Here, take the half ones. The half ones are the crunchiest ones. They're almost like blanched peanuts that were then fried.
Yeah. This is awesome. I could eat all of these right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I will.
Okay. These are like shelled peanuts without the shelling.
Hmm.
They're as salty as the shelled peanuts, I feel like.
Yeah. It's an amazing snack.
That's it, guys. You just need water and salt.
Water and salt. Where am I going to find those?
You're right.
The
Nowhere.
salt store. Wow. These are so snackable. I bet if you mix these with some dried chilies and some Sichuan peppercorns, it would taste exactly like those Chinese snacks.
You gonna do it now?
Nah, I just want to eat them. I'm too lazy to do any of that now. Too tired.
I made you chili oil.
Okay. Let's do it.
You didn't have dinner.
Put some in here and we'll drizzle some chili oil on top. Can I use the new stuff from today?
Yes, but I don't know how
That's really
mala that
good.
is.
It's okay.
There's also the chicken fat one that you never use.
We'll just do this for now. We'll use June's beautiful stolen heart spoon.
Yep, stolen. I need to get this cake out before it completely just stays in here.
So it's not there forever. Here we go, boys and girls. Chili oil, salted peanuts, salted roasted peanuts. This is going to be a flavor extravaganza. June, it's a flavor extravaganza.
Is it?
Yeah. That's an awesome snack. That hits exactly the notes you want a snack to hit after a delicious sweet apple treat like that. The chili oil is just dried chili crisp that June obviously poured hot oil on. It's like the simplest recipe that everybody should be making at home if you're a chili head like me.
Unless you have an asthmatic cat, then don't.
Well, we have an asthmatic cat and he did it.
I know.
Are you
I
a
don't-
bad person?
Yes, I don't think I should again. Guys, here's what's weird. He's asthmatic, and as soon as I made the spicy chili oil, he came into the kitchen and would not leave, even though I was begging him and shooing him to.
He hasn't.
So he has like a masochistic streak.
He hasn't had an asthma attack since we started
The
treatment,
Flovit?
though. Yeah. 2 hours 37. This has to be your record.
Yeah, it is.
You guys are lucky. Don't ever say June doesn't give you streams. She gives you content right here on youtube.com/June.
Oh, but
Like
people will complain that I don't give them like edited videos. There'll always be something to complain about. That is the nature of the internet.
And you know what? She does it all without demanding a single penny. She won't even let you give her money with super chat
Oh
off.
my god.
Give me money though. Cashapp.com/ I'm kidding.
What is your Cash
I don't
App?
even know my Cash App.
If we have billionaires watching right now, can you just please share the wealth?
It'll go to the Fred Fund. What a great snack.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating so hard.
Something weird actually happened in my Cash App past, I don't know, a couple of years. Occasionally, like maybe once a month, I would get money from strangers. And I haven't publicized anywhere, like I've never asked for donations.
Is it a mistake?
It must be a mistake, because like I would get the email like so and so has sent you $20 or $40 or whatever, and I obviously wouldn't accept it. I would just
That's
wait.
nice of you.
Well, yeah, because they probably were paying somebody else, and I accidentally sent it to me. But it's happened like about 8 times so far,
You have a common name.
maybe.
Huh.
So I just decline it and it gets returned. But a few times somebody sent me money, like the same person tried sending me Cash App multiple times. I think 3 times the same guy, it was a guy's name, sent it to me. I kept denying.
And?
He should be, I don't know, that was it.
That's it?
Eventually he stopped sending.
Oh,
He should be more careful where he's
that's
sending his money.
anticlimactic.
I don't know. That's,
All right, I'll taste one of these since we're here.
Me too. Need some sweetness.
It's not sweet.
Oh, well, we'll see. Mmm.
It's not sweet enough.
No, well, it's sweet enough for me because I have a mouthful of chili. Oh yeah. So.
You're welcome to have more.
Okay, I'll have one more. So I ate the sweet stuff, which made me want salty, spicy stuff, and then I ate the salty, spicy stuff, which made me want the sweet stuff. So I'm back on the sweet stuff. This is the never-ending chain of salty, sweet craving that will make sure that you eat infinite calories every day.
Why did you guys not tell me it's 12:40 a.m.? Holy shit. Wow. We made pretty delicious things though.
Great shit, June.
Bye.
Bye. Good stuff.
I'm gonna clean up. Thanks for tuning in. Fred, say goodnight. All right, good night.